What's up, y'all? Listen, once again, happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers. And I say this to all of the mothers, including my own. Um, Me and my mother does not have the best relationship. We have had a lot of great moments, but we had a lot of crazy moments as well. Um, my mother, she had a lot of stuff going on in her life when she had me. A lot of issues going on with her parents. And I feel like that's what kind of triggered her to kind of treat me the way that she did growing up. Wait, is something I had? There we go. Sorry, y'all. The way that she did me, which was kind of, crazy, being that I'm your first child, I'm your only child. Like, where were you when I needed you? When I had to go through all of them surgeries growing up, my mother had maybe been out, she maybe only appeared at 2 or 3 of my surgeries. Um, and I've been in the hospital a lot, you guys. The people that was there for me was my father and my mother's parents growing up. Yes, my mother had her moments where she was there, but you was there and not there at the same time. You wasn't there to be the emotional support that I needed. You wasn't there to be what a child needs from a mother. In moments where I was scared, you wasn't there. At moments where I just needed a mother's touch, you wasn't there. And I'm sorry, I forgot one person. I forgot my stepmother. Amazing, which I call her mom all the time. And that's my father's first wife. I call her mom all the time. She means the world to me. Because, don't get me wrong, I'm not on here to bash my mother. It just with what's going on today with Mother's Day. And I'm like, damn, everybody's, reaching out to their mother. They're doing things for their mother. And I just sent my mother a text. I've really just sent her a text. And it's like, I did not feel bad about it. Yes, I love my mother. I love her to pieces. But at the same time, a lot of them old wounds have not been fixed. They have been swept under the rug. And I'm not going to put it all on her, because I feel like she have tried over the years to make our relationship better. I just wasn't, I just wasn't receptive to um, her apologies, or her asking me, do I want to go out to eat with her asking me, do I want to come to her house. I haven't been to my mother's house. I have not been around my mother, like in a living situation, since I was like 18, 19. I haven't seen, I am 36 now. I have not physically seen my mother. Maybe, what, 6, 7 years? Like, I have not seen this woman in 6 or 7 years. And that's because of a lot of trauma that I dealt with that I don't want to enter back into. I do not want to put myself out there where, yes, she's sorry. Yes, she grew from her mistakes. But in the back of my mind, it's like, are you still that person? In the back of my mind, if I go around you, how do I know that the light switch is not going to switch like you did when I was a child? Because that light switch, when she cuts that light switch off, it's off. I become every F word, which is the derogatory word to describe people in the LGBTQ community. And mind you, she was saying this to me when I was like 6, 7 years old, when I wasn't responding in a masculine way that she wanted. That's what I would get from it. And I forgive her slightly now, but it's not full yet. That forgiveness is not fully there. Yes, I still pick up the phone when she calls. Yes, I return her calls. But as far as me wanting to physically be around her, I cannot do that yet. I can't even tell this woman I love her. I have not told this woman I love her since she used to force me to say it when I was a child. I cannot say that. Because for you to say the things that were said to me, which I'm not going to repeat all of it, but, you know, being called the F word, being called that, being told that I can send you to foster care anytime I want, being told things like that as a child. Oh, here's a kicker. Mind you, I told you guys I have a physical disability, which a lot of you guys already know. For you to tell me that I'm drawing attention to you because people are staring at me for the way that I used to walk in my walker, that doesn't have anything to do with me. You need to take that up with them people that's staring at me. You're getting mad because I cannot walk. You're getting mad because I'm not walking the way that you wanted me to walk. Do you know I had to live with that in my head? Do you know that I hated walking in my walker? I hated walking in my walker just because that would always play in the back of my mind. Like, I thought that I was really living a normal life, like, but every time I was around my mother, I did not feel normal. Like, I'm being criticized for the way I walk. I'm being criticized for the way I talk. I'm being criticized for the way I write because I wasn't able to write, neat. And even now I have trouble writing neat because of how my hands are. So it just, things like that made me insecure growing up to the point where I did not want to hang around other disabled people because of this woman. Like, that changed now because I hang around everybody now. I love everybody. But growing up, when it came to me hanging around with other people with disabilities, I would not. All my friends was able-bodied people, able to walk. Because, like, hearing that playing in the back of your head that, oh, you're drawing attention to me, that's why people gonna pick on you, that's why this, that's why that. Saying things like that really scarred me. Like, you had me thinking that I'm about to get teased in school for me being disabled when that never happened. I was never teased. I stayed kind of out of the mix. And I thank God that I'm very quick-witted when it comes to my words. And you know what? I can honestly thank her for that in a way because Nothing that an outsider could say to me can make me feel worse than what you did. Nobody can make me feel worse than what you did. Nobody can make me feel bad about myself like you did. So if somebody wanted to joke with me or say something or throw some type of shade, I will always have a comeback. I will always have a comeback. Like, whether you gonna say I'm crippled, yes I am that. But one thing you can't say is that I'm not decked out in the freshest clothes. That's one thing that my mother did right. She always had me look the part. I can't say that. Even throughout the verbal abuse, I can't say that. Um, ooh, this is just bringing back old emotions. I'm sorry, y'all. It's Mother's Day. I want you guys to be happy. This is just, this just came up to me all of a sudden, and I wanted to just press my button because I want to be completely transparent with you guys. Her and I are in a much better place. It just, in my 36, almost 37 years, we have not had any real closure. Because every time I let her in, something always happened. And I'm not going to reveal everything that happened because within this time span, because I don't want to bash my mother. I don't want to demean everything that she has done to make our relationship better, because she has made a lot of efforts, you guys. It's just me pushing her away. And I think I'm pushing her away is because I always have these flashbacks of what happened to me. I cannot help that. I always have flashbacks of things that was said, things that was did, things that I shouldn't have seen. I always have flashbacks of that. So it's like when I needed you to protect me from all of this craziness, you was not there. You weren't there. Like, I get you're my mother, you birthed me, you did what you could do. I will give you that. And I'm thankful for that. I do have love for my mother. I just cannot physically tell her that. Is it something that I'm working on? I'm working on it. I'm working on healing myself first. I have to heal myself first before I can even think about healing our relationship. I'm not healed from that. I'm the one that's still holding on to this past trauma. I'm still holding on to it because when I tell you guys how many nightmares I have had behind a lot of the shit that I seen, it's a lot, y'all. I don't know how much of this long content y'all going to get from me. Um, because I am a private person, but I know that eventually I'm going to have to be raw and transparent with you guys. So this is my start. I am, in fact, emotionally damaged, and wow, like me physically saying that and me hearing that, oh my god, that is crazy. I am really emotionally damaged. And that happened to, transfer into relationships I've been in. It transferred into my relationship with other people. Like me now. Oh, you're not going to talk to me crazy. I'm sorry. You're not going to talk to me crazy and think that I'm going to just sit there and take it. No, that's not happening no more. Never, ever, 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 ever again. So I'm very on edge. I'm very defensive. I'm very defensive even when I don't have to be. And I'm trying to work on that because I have hurt a lot of people in the mix. You know what they say, hurt people hurt people. So I need to work on that. Is it something that's going to happen overnight? No. But is it something that I can acknowledge about myself? Absolutely. Wow. I've really been through a lot of mess. And I need to get some closure because I don't know if y'all remember, but I made a video saying that I'm going to sit at new tables next year. Meaning, I'm going to make sure that everything appears right, everything in my heart is right, and I'm going to also make sure that this body looks amazing by next year. I want to be the best version of me. Like, in July, I will be 37. I need to be the best version of myself before I get to 40. From now until 40, I have to set my life up in order for me to have children. I don't know if I ever expressed this to y'all, but eventually one day, I want to be a parent. I want to be a parent. And for me to be a parent, I know I have to work on this. I have to get physically in shape for this. I have to work harder than I ever worked in my life. But mark my words, within this 3-year time span, y'all are going to see me start the adoption process. Y'all are going to see me living in a new space. Y'all are going to see me do a lot of amazing things. And that's because I know what I want my life to be like. I see the vision. I just have to get myself there. And that's what I plan on doing. I plan on getting myself there. I plan on working harder than ever. I plan on pushing myself to the limit. I want to start going to counseling this year. I think that this is going to be the year where me and my mother finally have a one-on-one sit down. And we tried this before. It was her and the person that she was dating or cool with, and me and my ex. So we have tried that before, and it worked a little bit, but then it really didn't. So who knows, y'all? I will try to have a sit down with her, and yeah, we will see how that goes. But I will see you guys in the next video. I'm not going to say what everybody likes to say. Subscribe, hit that subscribe. I'm not about to press you guys for subscribe. I already, do that in my shorts. So in this long form of content, this is, if you like it, subscribe. If not, that's cool too, I understand. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, y'all.